Volume 4, Chapter 10. The Night Before Departure. Sato is here. I like both lawful shops and shops in the gray zone, but I'll pass on compensated dating. Sato. I take Arisa to the wagon. On the way there, I meet Martha-chan in the tavern, but she doesn't look particularly shy and offers me a meal. Since I intend to eat outside with Lisa and the girls, I decline. When we got to the courtyard where the wagon is, the four girls are waiting while looking bored. When Lisa notices me coming, she comes as the representative. Master, is it fine to put the luggage on board? Let's see. Tomorrow, since we'll be picking more luggage from the merchant guild, let's do that tomorrow. But if we leave them here, we'll be troubling the landlady, huh? Arisa whispers to me while I'm still thinking about it. Let's keep them in my item box. Don't you think that it's safer there? There are only people we know now, so it's fine, I guess. I instruct the girls to pile the luggage inside the wagon for now. The three small girls get up to the wagon to receive the luggage. Since Pochi and Tama have strength stat on par with the two large adults, they handle the heavy preserved foods lightly. It looks as if this is some kind of magic show. Arisa and Lulu are sorting the goods inside. Needless to say, I and Lisa are in charge of uploading the luggage. Since it's wasteful to wear expensive clothes for a heavy-duty job, I change into ordinary clothes. It's a simple linen tunic. When we finish loading the luggage, I made the girls beside Arisa to fetch water for 3 small barrels. One small barrel can hold 6 liters of water. You don't really need to exclude Lulu. I've talked about my item box with Lulu, you know. I'm afraid that someone will pick a fight with the Beastkin girls if it's just them, so I asked Lulu to go with them. For now, let's split the preserved foods in half for each to keep. I'll carry the magic tools. Probably no one will steal the learning cards, so put it on the wagon. And let's leave the foods that were entrusted to Lisa and the girls alone. "Kay," Arisa lightly said while storing the preserved food into her item box. I also store the same amount. The preserved foods are jerkies, baked black breads, fried beans, and dried sweet potatoes. Others that are in the bag are wheat flours, root crops, rock salts, and various other groceries. Since leaves vegetables are likely to give stomachache, it seems that they didn't buy it. I've only noticed after doing this, but I'd love baskets or boxes to sort things out. Yeah, true, I also want some cushioning materials. If we leave this alone, the cookwares will be noisy when the wagon shakes. I want thin ropes too. Ropes? For airing clothes, huh? I think that having sturdy ropes is good. Lisa, who just came back from getting water, suggested. I can't imagine what it would be used for. It's for draining blood from the prey during the journey. Right, we need ropes to tie the thieves who may appear. You're such a philanthropist. Thieves are sorely good-for-nothings and only bring harm. It's better to snatch away treasures from their hideout and annihilate them afterwards. Even that famous thief hunter girl said so, you know. What kind of acquaintance is she? So there's a person who's famous for that? What a dangerous world. Are we not short on anything else? Pochi raises her hand while standing on her tiptoes. Did Arisa taught her that? Yes, Pochi-kun, say it. A stool! I want one no desu. When I asked in detail, she seems to have used the stool when she helped taking care of the horses. She's brimming with enthusiasm to take care of the horses during the journey too. She's really reliable. Tama also raises her hand in the air in the same manner and says, "Brush?" She tilts her body in troubling manner while raising her hand. Cute. It seems that she wants a tool to brush the horse and clean their hooves. Tools for taking care of the horses. I completely forgot about them. Lulu also timidly raises her hand. Her face turned bright red just by saying that. I wonder if it's something that embarrassing. I glance at Arisa. She winks back. Are you from the Showa era? I want a washboard and a bucket. Is that really embarrassing? I have them in the storage, so I've forgotten about it. But it's certainly necessary. If it's possible, I want a mirror. I'm fine with a hand mirror size. Arisa, you're too extravagant. Lisa firmly gives a warning to Arisa. It's unusual for Lisa to give an opinion before I decide. I wonder if it's expensive in this world. That reminds me, I don't think I've seen any glassware, but I'm sure there were mirrors from polished metals. I'd like to use one too. Let's buy it if it's not too expensive. Yay! Arisa looks unusually happy without acting. Lulu is also smiling. Lisa doesn't have any objections since it's my decision. Pochi and Tama don't seem like they understand. It's decided that, tomorrow when I'm going to take the commodities from the guild, the 5 will buy the things we've just discussed. After changing clothes, we go out to eat together. That day, we eat dinner at stalls not far away from the gate inn. Since we've been eating meats every day, I order light soups and soybean breads. Since Pochi and Tama look so sad while we're eating, I order meat skewers for 4 portions. It's Lisa who looks the happiest somehow, but it's okay as long as they're happy. Since I meet Yosaku-san who just came back from work on the way to the inn, we decided to advance the plan to go out during the night a day forward. Arisa is saying, "Even though you have me, you adulterer," but I make Lisa to carry her like a luggage back to the inn. Is that okay? It's fine. She's something like a little sister. The person herself thinks that she's a guardian though. The East District is crowded just like yesterday. Yosaku-san, who's chewing a bought skewer from the stall, is greeting girls who are gathering under the outside light, while we press forward to the crowds. When I ask if they're his acquaintances, he says, "They're courtesans." They usually work as waitresses and courtesan in the inn at the same time, but during the slave auction they seem to be looking for customers outside. Confirming from AR, a lot of them have sex technique skill. However, I'm a bit anxious to see a lot of them have various venereal diseases on the abnormal conditions tab. Mostly are in incubation, but nearly 60% of them are suffering from it. I wonder if it can't be healed with magic. We enter Red Light District and walk for a while. Metal plates of magic light are hung on the shops, illuminating them with cheap-looking light. Most brothels are 2-story buildings with verandas on the 2nd floor. Courtesans who wear expensive clothes with high exposure are lining up on the verandas trying to lure guests. When I look, they raise their skirts and show their bare legs, then throw kisses. It's a feature every shop has. Interesting. The people who have sex technique increase, and proportionally the people who have venereal disease incubation decrease for about 30%. As expected, there is no one who has venereal disease diseased. Young master, here's the shop. Let's enter quickly. Yosaku-san pulls me to the shop. This shop seems to be refined. There is no girls attracting guests on the veranda. When I enter, verandas are installed on the 2nd floor high along the corridor. I lightly wave at the girl who I saw from outside there. The floor is made from bare wood, but is well polished. Is it about 30 tatami wide? There are a stove, doors, and a stair to the 2nd floor inside. There are 4 rooms shielded with cloths on the left and right. Welcome to Seiryu branch of captivating mansion. A woman in later half of her 40s come out from the back door while greeting us with a penetrating voice. The woman is wearing a pink dress with excessive frills, but her fat is too self-asserting. Her clothes looks like it's about to burst apart at the seams. Guided by the woman, we go to one of the partitioned rooms. It seems that this is a room for guests to wait for the girls. Since it'd be awkward to meet acquaintances in a brothel, the obese shopkeeper sure knows her stuff. There are a sofa and 3 low-quality marble tables inside the room. A girl of around 10 years old is standing by as a parlor maid. "Excuse me." The girl puts a small green sake cup in front of me and Yosaku-san. Transparent liquids are inside them. It's a distilled liquid from the smell. According to the AR, the cups are made from jade. The liquor inside the cup is shiga sake. It's a strong liquor with 50% alcohol content made from wheat. Delicious. Yosagu-san gulps the liquor in high spirit. It seems that he forgot to drink the sake when he went to this shop before. This girl is pouring the sake, huh? I sip it once as a social act. It certainly tastes good. It's like whiskey but transparent instead of amber colored. I wonder if the processing is different. Before Yosagu-san had his third cup, the shopkeeper comes back with 5 girls. The first is the most beautiful girl with blonde hair and blue eyes, with a small face, thin eyebrows, and strong-willed looking big pupils, sticky looking lips, 2 large breasts that look like they would spill from the open chest clothes. Most likely, she's the most popular girl in this shop. She's 18 years old. The second and the third are twins. They're beautiful girls with black hairs and black eyes. Their most notable looks are their Western, or rather, French style. One of them has a smaller breast than the other, but it's still around C-cup. It seems that there are a lot of people who spend the night with the 2 of them together. Of course, the fee will be for 2 people. They're 16 years old. The fourth is a woman with droopy eyes, with dull blonde hair and reddish-brown pupils. Her eyebrows are thick. She's a gentle, healing woman. Her breast is the biggest. It seems that there are a lot of repeaters for her. Her voice sounds mellow. It's comforting to hear. She's 21 years old, the oldest in this shop. The fifth is a girl with red hair and reddish-brown pupils. She's pale in comparison with other girls, but she has the nicest expression. She feels lively, or rather, fascinatingly wholesomely erotic. Her breast size is average, but it's still around D-cup. For me, it's quite enough to be categorized as big breasts. 20 years old. She's the only person in this shop who doesn't have the sex technique skill. Every girl who are wearing thin one-piece sticking to their skin looking erotic. The chest and the abdomen area are transparent. I cannot help but utter, good job. Which girl will you choose? The shopkeeper asked. Yosagu-san asked with his eyes. Please don't hesitate to choose your favorite girl. I said, and he really did choose the most beautiful girl without hesitation. I also aim her, but I'll yield here. Yosagu-san drinks down the liquor left in the cup with 1 gulp, and leaves the room with that girl. It seems that the second floor is for guests to enjoy themselves. I was at loss for a bit, but I chose the 5th girl in the end. The guest room only has a simple bed, but it's clean and smells good, so I have no complaint. When we enter the room, the girl hurriedly takes off her clothes and flaunted her body. I enjoy the feel of opai liberated from the clothes, enjoying scooping them with my hands. It's exactly the festival of opai. Who was it who said that opai contains man's dreams? I hug her waist and we fall down to the bed. It's a mature woman's body after a long time, so I'm taking my time to carefully enjoy it, in various ways. Though since the girl's reaction was good, I unintentionally gave too much service. Like this, I'm not sure who desires whom. We enjoy ourselves until midnight. She faints from too much pleasure in the middle, so I stop. Sex technique skill, acquired. Lover's talk skill, acquired. Seduction skill, acquired. Apparently this body has too much stamina. The partner couldn't catch up. I use her breasts that I've enjoyed plentifully as pillows and depart to the world of dreams.